world, blunt universe. I'm your host with the most, hit or brag, boast, celebrate, toast. I am Tater Loose Cannon Adams. You're now tuned in to the Very Blunt Sports Podcast. If you like this video and you like other videos, like, subscribe, and share not only to the Very Blunt Sports Podcast YouTube page, but also to the official Anubian Blaze YouTube page. Got a lot of topics that's going on right now. Let's put the smoke in the air. Let's see what we smoking on. Let's see what topics got us smoking today. Now, like I told y'all, first and foremost, even though this is a sports show, but it got a lot of hip-hop references. A lot of the culture is influenced by it. So we just letting y'all know what's going on in the hip-hop world right now. Excuse me about that. Now, if you watch Drink Champs, you know the game was on there a couple months ago. And you could tell, a little bit he was feeling a little salty. He was, not feeling the fact that he wasn't invited to the halftime show to perform with Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Mary J. Blige, Kendrick Lamar, Eminem, and 50 Cent wound up being there, but we're going to get into him a little bit later on. So now the game is feeling a little salty that he wasn't invited or a part of, the Super Bowl halftime show. So now, he's starting a beef, battle, whatever you want to call it, with Eminem. But if you know Game's history, every time he got an album that's coming out, he creates or starts some type of beef problem with somebody, just another way to try to sell records, which he really don't got to for real, because if you really listen to him, I feel that the man could really rap without all the, name dropping and clout chasing that he be doing. But off of that, now we're going to get on to 50 Cent. Now, it was rumored that allegedly, supposedly, Jay-Z didn't want him there. Jay-Z didn't want him to perform, but I guess Eminem put in the call and said that, hey, look, I ain't performing or going to be part of the halftime show if 50 Cent ain't there, which, is his artist. And they good friends, they homies, outside of the whole industry stuff. So it was definitely a good move and a good play, by Eminem to have 50, included on that. So now 50, he got some words or some Instagram posts or messages, whatever you want to call it, going at Jay-Z. Y'all know he's a troller. Y'all know this is what he do. He goes at anybody and everybody. He don't care. Hopefully it ain't no old beef being reignited. Just let it be. You was part of the halftime show. You did something monumental. Let's just appreciate the fact that, it was done for hip-hop. It was all about hip-hop. Let's just keep it at that. That was the first time it was all hip-hop at a Super Bowl halftime show. And that's that. But going back to this alleged wannabe battle between the Game and Eminem, I'm going to go on record and say, do I like Eminem? Do I like some of his stuff? Yeah. But to a lot of people, and I do feel this too, that he is, overrated. I only feel he overrated because people think that he's the GOAT. Like he's the top guy or whatever. Like he's number one greatest of all time. I ain't going to say that because to me, he ain't my GOAT. He ain't my rap GOAT or rap God, however you feel like saying it or want to put it. Is he good? Yeah. Did he set the bar for white rappers and rappers in general, period? Yeah, I give him that. Did he sell a lot of records? Yeah, I give him that. But calling him the GOAT, I just ain't with. Do I like some of his music? Do I think that he can rap? Do I think he talented? Yeah, I do. GOAT? Nah. Another thing we're going to be, talking about in hip-hop, we got an upcoming versus battle. That's between Onyx and Cypress Hill. If you don't know who Onyx is, that's Sticky Fingers, Fredo Starr, and a couple other, dudes who I really don't know. I'm going to just be honest with you. And then Cypress Hill, the only one I know, is the lead rapper, Be Real. Both got hits. Both got good catalog. Matter of fact, kind of giving the edge to Onyx a little bit. Because in the sports world, the song Slam, it gets played at every basketball game, whether if it's a little league, kids game, a high school game, middle school game, college game, or NBA. So they live on in the sports world just with the song Slam. And they had one of my favorite album titles of all time, Back the Fuck Up. So, I'm kind of giving them the edge a little bit to win. But we ain't gonna sleep on the fact that Cypress Hill, they do got hits. One of my favorite songs is Killer Man. If you listen to the words and the lyrics, he ain't saying that he's just gonna go out there and flat out, you know what I'm saying, pop somebody top, you know, shoot him 8, 9 times or whatever the case may be. He's giving reasons on why, how, and he would kill somebody. So hope y'all looking forward to that. I'm gonna give it a little glance. I ain't gonna sit here and say that I'm gonna watch the whole thing because I might have other stuff to do, preparing to get ready to record another show. Like I said, y'all like this video, like other videos, hit that like, subscribe button. Don't forget to comment. I want to hear y'all opinion. I want to hear what y'all think about everything too. So last but not least, you know, in the hip hop news, you know, the hip hop world, the hip hop community is saddened today by the death of DJ K Slay, aka the Drama King, aka Slap Your Favorite DJ. He's been in the hospital for about 4 months battling COVID, and it finally got the best of him. He's a legend in the DJ world. He's a legend in the graffiti world. Graffiti is a lost art that's basically long gone, and somehow, some way should make his way back because it is one of the elements that make hip hop what it is. Y'all call it, you know, graffiti or tagging, whatever the case may be, but overall it's still art. But DJ K Slay, he had the Drama Hour, Hot 97, that's a New York radio station. I'm from Erie, PA, 814 Stand Up, but we still will read the Source magazines, XXL, whatever, you know, hip hop that we could get our hands on and know what mixtapes, you know, was coming out. K Slay was one of the DJs, you know, that was basically running the mixtape game. And if you been to certain places, I call it the gated community, aka jail, you would know that he puts out a magazine called Straight Stuntin'. It gets you through. That's all I'm gonna say. It's basically the black Playboy or whatever, you know, you want to call it, soft porn on magazine covers, whatever you want to call it. But he's important in the magazine world. He's important into the DJ world and the DJ community. He's important to the graffiti world because that's how he started out as a graffiti artist. So definitely rest in peace to K Slay. The hip hop culture definitely took a big hit with that loss. And another thing, we wouldn't necessarily know who Papoose was without K Slay because he's responsible for putting them on. So thank you for your contributions to hip hop and what you have brought, DJ K Slay. Godspeed. Shout outs to his family, loved ones, and everybody in the hip hop community. We all here. So, oh, by the way, we're going to jump into something NFL-wise now. If your name is Tyrann Mathieu, Akeem Nicks, Jadeveon Clowney, Rob Gronkowski, or Odell Beckham Jr., you're still out there. You're still a free agent. Hopefully somebody, you know, signs y'all up, give y'all that bag that y'all feel that y'all need and that y'all deserve, because these are all good players. There's other players that's on the free agent list right now, but those are the main guys that I think gonna get picked up soon. And by the way, the draft coming up, I'm gonna be talking about, you know, who picked who after everything is said and done, probably after the first 2 rounds, because honestly the third rounds and all of those other rounds they're important, but they ain't important, but they ain't, I'm gonna just say they ain't important enough to really, you know, report on. I'm not gonna go down, you know, the whole draft order, just giving you the first 2 rounds, the switcheroos, the picks, and everything that's been going on. So make sure y'all keep y'all ears open and y'all eyes open, and hopefully, you know, y'all enjoy that and really see it for what it was. Now, basketball is going on. We know the playoffs is now in full swing, but after the playoffs, basically before the NBA finals or a little bit during, they got the NBA awards. That's when they give out the awards to the who's the best in different categories out of that year. So we just gonna jump right into it now. The MVP race, we got Giannis Antetokounmpo representing the Milwaukee Bucks, Joel Embiid representing Philly, the 76ers, and we got Nikola Jokic representing the Denver Nuggets. He's last year's MVP, but this year I think it's going to go to Joel Embiid, just the numbers that he's been putting up, and he got the scoring title first center to do that since Shaq. So he's basically making history. He's putting up numbers, and I think he's the first international player to get the NBA scoring title. So definitely big ups to him. He should get that. Rookie of the Year, Scotty Barnes from the Toronto Raptors, Cade Cunningham from the Detroit Pistons, and Evan Mobley from the Cleveland Cavaliers. Honestly, really can't go wrong with neither one of these guys. So, I don't know who to pick. It's a toss-up right now, but all I'm going to say is you can't go wrong with whoever you pick. Now, the most improved, Darius Garland from the Cleveland Cavaliers, John Morant from the Memphis Grizzlies, and DeJounte Murray from the San Antonio Spurs. I'm going to go with John Morant for the most improved player, everything that he's been doing. You could just tell he's a leader. He got Memphis in the number 2 seed right now, and their coach is nominated for Coach of the Year, which we're going to get to. So now, like I said, we at the Coach of the Year. Taylor Jenkins, Memphis Grizzlies. Eric Spoelstra, Miami Heat, number 1 in the East, Miami Heat. And Monty Williams, number 1 in the West, coach for the Phoenix Suns. All of these is good candidates. They all got their teams in good positions, real good positions to make a nice little run to the NBA Finals. But I don't really see the championship coming up out of the West. I think the East is a lot more stacked, got more talent, a lot deeper, and the East overall just play more aggressive. So that's just what it is. So now, like I said, the NBA playoffs is in full swing right now. Couple games already down, but if you don't know who's playing who, that's why I'm here to guide you and show you and let you know. So if you don't know, now you know. We got the number 1 Miami Heat going up against number 8 seed Atlanta Hawks. Number 4 seed Philly, the 76ers, they playing to the Toronto Raptors. Number 3, the Milwaukee Bucks is playing the 6 seed, the Chicago Bulls. And the number 2 seed, the Boston Celtics, they playing the Brooklyn Nets. Now, going down through that series, different games. Now, basketball, 7-game series, it ain't one and done playoffs like how it is football and everything else. So, first round, I think I'm going to go with Miami overall to take the series. I'm going to go with Philly to basically take out Toronto. A lot of people forget that Toronto do got a ring under their belt a couple of years ago, and it's crazy that they don't necessarily get the respect of being a champion or a former champion. It was like it kind of got swept under the rug. It's like after Kawhi left, it was just like they became somewhat irrelevant. Not to me, but it seems like in the basketball world a little bit, they became a little bit irrelevant, which is kind of sad. But I am taking the Sixers with hopefully, the MVP Joel Embiid and James Harden probably making quick work of that. I think that's the only series that's going to be a sweep. Now we got the reigning defending champions, the Milwaukee Bucks and the Chicago Bulls. I'm going to go with the Bucks overall with that one. Not to necessarily, shit on the Bulls because they've been doing everything good. They're a young team that's coming up, but unfortunately they getting the world champions in the first round. And then now we got Boston and Brooklyn. I'm going to go for Brooklyn overall. I think Brooklyn going to expose the fact that Boston got injuries and they ain't really that big down low. And so, first off, Jason Tatum is balling. He playing like the Jason Tatum we all know he could play like, so definitely shout outs to him. But look for Brooklyn, Kyrie and KD to make a little statement on what they've been trying to do ever since they linked up together. And first game, Kyrie entertained. Kyrie did what he was supposed to do. I think he had 39 points, but they still took a loss. He was entertaining on the court and on the podium. He gave a couple of the Celtics fans the middle finger. If you know anything about Kyrie Irving and the history of the Boston Celtics, vice versa, they don't get along. Failed experiment, but look for Brooklyn, to win that series. Now, we're going to head out west. Number 1 seed, Phoenix Suns, and the number 8 seed, the New Orleans Pelicans. Kind of self-explanatory. I don't think the Suns going to sweep the Pelicans, but I do got the Suns winning that series. Now the number 4 seed Dallas Mavericks playing the number 5 seed, the Utah Jazz. Luka's out, I think, for 2 games. Might be more than that. That's just what they just saying, that he's out. But if he's out for this entire series, I don't got Dallas making it into the second round. So right now, I'm picking the Utah Jazz if Luka doesn't come back. Now we got the number 3 seed, the Golden State Warriors, going up against the number 6 seed, the Denver Nuggets. Now I look for the Warriors to, I look for them to win this series because I feel Steph and Clay got a lot to prove, especially Klay Thompson. He got a lot to prove. He's basically been out for 2 years, hasn't played in playoff basketball atmosphere, but look for him to get his feet wet and do what he's supposed to do. I think out of all of the NBA players from last year to now, I think he's the main one that got something to prove. He got a little chip on his shoulder. He's feeling some type of way that he got snubbed from the NBA 75th anniversary team. And so now he's looking to go out to prove and show everybody that, don't forget, I'm still Klay Thompson. And last but not least, we got the Memphis Grizzlies and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Going with the Grizzlies on that. I like Taylor Jenkins as a coach. I like Ja Morant. I like the young core that they got. I like the fact that Ja Morant has took on the leadership spot as well as the being the star of the team and everything else. So I look for them to win that series. So let me know what y'all think. Won't y'all comment underneath below. Tell me what team y'all repping. Let me know if y'all think the title coming out the East or y'all think the title coming out the West. Let me know if y'all think Milwaukee, Brooklyn, or Philly is going to come out the East, or do you think that it's going to be the Suns, the Grizzlies, or the Warriors? Like I said, if you like this video and you like other videos, like, subscribe, share, comment underneath. I want to know what y'all thinking. I want to know y'all opinions. We just going to keep it in a good environment. Yeah, we argue, we debate, but we still respectful, and we still, you know, keep it on a level of camaraderie, because at the end of the day, we all unified in sports, whether like this team or like that team. The main thing is you like the sport that that team is on and what they do on that field or that court. So let me know. Oh, and the baseball diamond too. Baseball season just started up too. I report on baseball, but I don't. 182 games. I ain't going to be able to tell y'all about every one of them. I will give y'all the news whenever it's necessarily wanted and whenever it's necessarily needed. So basically let me know. Now the smoke is clear, the blunt is out, the session is over. I want to thank y'all for joining me. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all decided to be here with me, and I appreciate that. So until next time, love yours, and I'm out.
I don't need a fucking cosign or the post rhymes for controversy. I'm calculated, your validation does not concern me. You created a character you can market, but I'm sharp enough to sharpen my view whenever you charge him. I can